I put a little crock on her head, and it fit her perfectly. Hi, what's up, MTV? I'm Isabela Merced, and I'm here to answer 20 questions for 2025. Don't get angry. You're a little crazy, and that's exciting. That's one of the reasons I love you. But I do want to make it out of here. You love me? Enough people had talked about Dina's pregnancy, but for me, it was the way the romance with Ellie evolved. I think it was significantly different from the games version. So I was like, all right, are people gonna be kind of duped in thinking that it's not gonna happen? Hopefully, I like that. I like when the audience is kind of thrown for a ride and confused. And yeah, it was really rewarding, I think, because, you know, things ended up being even more intricate and romantic than they were in the game. I'm a really good sleeper. Honestly, I could get paid to go to sleep studies. They would love me there because it takes me about 10 to 15 minutes to get into REM. I know that because I have one of those Aura rings and like I aced all of my sleep that I think I graduated. Like I have to cancel my Aura membership because I'm like, I don't need this anymore. I don't need this anymore. I've won sleep. But that's a problem when you have that much power. It's like you're like, oh, I don't have to sleep that much tonight because I'll just sleep tomorrow from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. I know I'll get REM, you know? It's amazing, it's really amazing. I once fell asleep standing up. You can't teach it. It's like, it's actually a gift and a curse. I mean, we got so close on set and we spent so much time together that I would start knowing what different sighs and noises that Bella would make meant. And I would do this all started developing when we were doing horse scenes and horse stuff. So Bella would be in front of me, so I wouldn't even be able to see their face, and I was like behind them, and so that was sometimes all I had to go off of was the noises that we would make in exchange of, you know, whatever was happening in the moment. Aww, I think I miss being on set. Like, the crew was really, really awesome and very special, and they all work so hard, and they're Canadian, so they're very nice, and they're so funny, and we just had a lot of good times together. It was very much like that quote from Andy from The Office where he's like, I wish there was a way to know that you're in the good old days before they're gone. And I definitely knew, and I definitely embraced every moment. And like, we had moments like The Middle of Us, which was this party I came up with and suggested and was executed perfectly by the producers and HBO. We're like in the middle of filming when everybody's like, oh, it's not over yet, but it's like, a long way to go, but we've done so much already. Everyone was dancing, we were at an arcade. We had Mitch from the crew come and he was DJing. He's DJ SoloCon. He was so good that he got hired for the rap party too. I was filming Superman, so I missed it. So sad, literally so sad about that. The thing is, Pedro and I, we like crossed paths a little bit, and then it's like, he was also filming Fantastic Four, so he couldn't even stay to hang out a lot of the time. And then I was filming Superman, so I couldn't stay to hang out, and then like, we only had that one little portion at the beginning of the season that we had together, but man, I know we would have had so much fun because we're neighbors technically, like he's Chilean, I'm Peruvian. So we have a lot in common in that sense. Like we both claim pisco, which is like a brandy, like a Latin brandy. We both claim a lot of similar cultural things and like sayings even. So it would have been cool to have more time with him. Maybe another project. Yes. Oh, who? Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Honestly, probably Piece of My Heart, Janis Joplin. I do that at karaoke often. Yeah, or a Doechii song. I was in Doechii since like 2019. I was listening to her, I just want to say that. And also, I'm calling it right now, Amare is like Doechii, but also very talented and is gonna have a moment. I just want this documented. Okay, I've been listening to a lot of Brazilian music. I think his name is Djavan, D-J-A-V-A-N, and he's extremely talented. I discovered him through this song that he did with Stevie Wonder called Samurai, and I've just been in this Brazilian bag because I've just been listening to more so the music. Usually I listen to the lyrics first, but I've been listening to like the music first, and probably because I don't understand the lyrics, I don't speak Portuguese, but I really think it's so complex and so impressive. And I've been drawing comparisons to like jazz and obviously bossa nova. And also there's other music that's quite comparable, like cumbia and reggae. Very similar, believe it or not. Most recently I went to Beyonce. I saw Cowboy Carter. I had a great time. Every time I think, like, there's a little voice in my head. It's like my shadow. It's like my demons. It'll be like, she's overrated. And then I'll be like, stop. And then I'll go see her live and I'll be like, nah, she's actually perfectly rated. She's incredible. And like, I just don't know how she does it. It's impressive. If we're closing out the night, It Ain't Over Till It's Over, Lenny Kravitz. But I have actually a list here. Let me pick the one that I would sing right now in this room of people. Yeah by Usher. Yeah. And then Heroin. I'm like a hero. You are my heroine. Boys Like Girls. And then, yeah, those are pretty good. I got 3 in there. I think at the beginning it's very much Chapel Roan. You can kiss 100 boys in bars. Shoot another shot, try to stop the feeling. Like this very bi anthem of somebody confused about like their sexuality. Where's my phone? All right, so my playlist. I just added a bunch of songs. I still add songs to this Dina playlist. It evolves into Jesse's Girl. And then it goes into When She Accepts Her Feelings. It goes into Take On Me, obviously. And then it goes into Zombie Girl by Adrian Lanker, because it talks about like being in love with somebody. No, actually no. It goes from Jesse's Girl to Piece of My Heart, Janis Joplin. And then from there, it goes into Zombie Girl, because like, Take Another Piece of My Heart, she's devoted, she's in love, and she's like screaming it from the rooftops, following her to Seattle. And then Zombie Girl is kind of like about losing somebody that you once loved, and they're still there physically in front of you, but it's like being with a zombie. So it's like the same person you knew, but not at all. And it's like, one of my favorite lyrics from it is probably, I cover you with questions, cover you with explanations, cover you with music, and that's just like, just trying to get back access to that person. Honestly, favorite Peruvian food, least favorite, this is actually going against Peruvian food in a way, cilantro. It tastes like soap to me. I have the gene. Most likely to dance. I get one drink and I'm like, where are we dancing? This is really weird and neurodivergent of me, but it's when 2 pieces of cardboard rub together, and it's like, it doesn't make the squeeze sound, it makes like the sound. I think I throw a tantrum every time that happens. It pisses me off. It's like nails on a chalkboard. And it's dry too. There's some really good edits, honestly, of Ellie and Dina, and I like watching those. I'll exchange them with my friend Ariella, who's also in the show. I am very claustrophobic. I don't like being in tight spaces. It happened, I think I actually know the origin of this. It's really embarrassing for me. One time, so my mom, when I was like 6 or something, she would help me, get ready for school. She would lay out my clothes and she would help me put on the said clothes. And so this day in particular, I think my mom wasn't home. I think she was studying or something. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this. Try to put on the turtleneck. It got stuck on my head. And I panicked. I was like a baby, and I like couldn't take it off, and I couldn't breathe, and I had a full-on panic attack, and I was like 6. And so, yeah, I'm traumatized. No more turtleneck. At least not with like supervision. I need supervision. Probably Jim Carrey. Oh my God. It was the worst video of me on the internet, of me like not being able to really initiate a conversation with Jim Carrey. It was bad. It was really bad. He was like, I don't know, Dora, I haven't read the book. I'm like, wait, there's a book? But yeah, I would love to redo that. I would like to have it be in different circumstances. I was literally with Jeff, who played Diego in the other movie, yesterday. He's still one of my closest friends. I would say have fun. Dora's really fun overall. It's like a really enjoyable experience for me because, it's so fun and ridiculous. And what else? I mean, be present, enjoy it. It's a very rare opportunity. I think, yeah, like I was so lucky to play Dora. They're so young. I can't believe I was 17 when I did that. Feels like it was yesterday. Oh, there's so many, honestly. I really had a lovely time with Josh Brolin. I had a lovely time with Adri Arjona. I had a lovely time with Benicio del Toro. I had a lovely time working with Michael Peña. I would love to work with all these people again, yes. Pedro Pascal as well. I've already said that though. Oh, if I got a picture for you. I thought of it right away. I'm gonna try to find the one. Oh, there's this one where she has a little berry on her head. I made her a berry hat, a strawberry hat with berries fresh from the farmer's market. And it's...
No way. There's no
Sorry for the cousin. I didn't know that. She's like...
You're beautiful, you know that? You're beautiful. I love you so much.
Wow, it's getting intimate. It's getting real intimate in here. I do talk to her like she's a full-fledged baby. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Like, is this real? Is this real? Oh, it's my sweetheart. Okay, I got one more for you. Hold on. Oh. Okay, this isn't animal abuse because she loved it, okay? She feels very beautiful when she wears the crock on her head. So listen. I put a little crock on her head and it fit her perfectly. She's so cute like that. Okay, anyways. She feels very beautiful. Hope you guys learned a little bit more about me. The Last of Us Season 2 is out now.